Hi guys, what's up? This is Norwegian Black Cult, and as promised, we're gonna have another collection update. The initial one was promised in February, but hey, fuck it, I got some free time, so I thought I'm gonna make another one today. It's been only a week from the last one, so it's back-to-back updates basically. So yeah, hope you enjoyed them. Let's get started. Today we're drinking this one. This is Pyhaste. It's one of the 3 microbreweries that I told you about in Estonia. So Tanker and Pyhila I already have shown you. We're probably gonna return to those beers as well. And so this is the third one, Pyhaste. Let me see if it can focus. Yeah, so you can see an easy drinking American session IPA bursting with fresh citrus flavors. Really good microbrewery. Again, one of the best in Estonia. So yeah, let's open this one and let's get started. So as the title suggests, we're gonna have a look into lost formats. Forgotten formats. So tape and CDs today, a really big bunch of them. We're gonna have a look into those, a really big update. Again, mainly from one label, but a few CDs are from another label. So yeah, Pyhaste, it's called Vulin Session IPA. Really good stuff. So let's try it and get rolling, right? Cheers. Very hoppy, very refreshing, very good. Alright, so craft beer is always good. Let's get rolling. Let's start with this one. By the way, in the back, I don't know if you can hear, we're listening to Deathspell Omega. So the first tape, this is Celestial Sword, fallen from the Astral Temple. So Celestial Sword, a little bit mysterious band. I haven't found the information about from which country they are, or maybe it's one man's project, but by the looks of it, I'm not sure if it's one guy or not. As you can see, the back cover has 4 guys on the picture. It might be the same person, and here just 2 more. So I haven't found the information from where exactly the band is or the project, but I'm speculating it's from UK or USA, established around 2019 maybe, and this is their 2020 full-length album, Fallen from the Astral Temple. As you can see, very beautiful logo. This is released on DeathKvlt Productions, limited to 100 copies, and of course it's sold out. So now let's talk about the music. So the first track is a very interesting one. It's basically an intro, but it's a old school sci-fi spacey grandiose intro, like from old school sci-fi movies. Very good one. The second track is very interesting because it's a mix of, I would say, ambient and slow black metal, and the vocals remind me of Inquisition's vocals. Yeah, so here's the tape. Yeah, and then the third track is basically what the whole album is about. So the third one is representing low lo-fi black metal with cosmic spacey synths included in it. And you can also hear in the background there are some chants going on. Vocals, I would say, are a bit squealing maybe, and music is very rapid. So it's a very good, fast-paced, cosmic, vibey black metal. If you are a fan of anything that slightly is related to cosmic themes or spacey themes, I would encourage you to take a look into this one. So this is Celestial Sword, Fallen from the Astral Temple, 2020 full-length release by DeathKvlt Productions, limited to 100 copies and sold out. Very interesting project, check it out. So let's not waste any time and move forward because we have a lot of stuff here. This one, this is Vexev, if I'm pronouncing this correct. A bit of a mystery also about this band. Some pages say it's an Italian black metal project, and other pages say it's French black metal project. So I'm not sure again which country they are from exactly, the project. I know that there's 3 members, established around 2019. The album is called Abyssus Abyssum Invocat 2020 full-length release. As you can see by the title and by the whole vibe that's going on the covers, I mean here and here and here, this is 30 minutes of some very interesting spiritualistical, ritualistical black metal. Of course, there's immediately when you turn this on, the mood is set by the intro, which is very haunting. It feels like, yeah, there's a ritual going on. Basically, this is raw black metal. A bit chaotic at some points. The most interesting factor about this one is that there are organs mixed into this, so it sounds a bit different. The general feel of this album is that you are present on some secret ceremony. So, and something is going on, like a ritual or a sacrifice, maybe something else. This is the basic feel I get from this album. It sets this mood very well, and it follows through. Just like a very solid release in this kind of genre. Yeah, so this is a Vexev, Abyssus Abyssum Invocat. Again, this is a DeathKvlt Productions release, limited to 100 copies, and I believe it's also sold out. But I heard rumors there might be more stuff coming up from this band, so if you're into spiritualistic, ritualistic black metal with a mix of something new, like organs, for example, in music, check it out. Really solid release, really solid band. And what's not solid is the tape cover. Yeah, shit happens. This is our blooper. Yeah, anyway, so Vexev, Italy. Abyssus Abyssum Invocat. Check this out. Damn, that tape fucking... It didn't break, but it's funny how it fell over. Yeah, unexpected. Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah. So, very good beer. Ever in Estonia, try it. So, I guess let's move forward then. I hope none of the other cases will not fall like this. We're moving into very interesting territory here. One of the best releases from this bunch, I would say, in my personal opinion. So this is Paimon, one-man black metal band. The person behind the band, the project and the band goes by the name of D. And it's Polish black metal. Of course, when we say Polish black metal, we already kind of anticipate the highest quality of black metal we're gonna get, and this release doesn't disappoint at all. As almost any Polish black metal release, it's very strange how Poland is so successful in this genre. Yeah, so 2020 release called Abyss of the Ceremonial Blood. As you can see, yeah, here's the person behind the project, also on DeathKvlt Productions, limited to 100 copies. This is basically what this logo characterizes the band, because for me it was basic satanic black metal. Of course, the burning church, I'm a sucker for burning church images. Have to buy anything with burning church. So Paimon. First of all, I did some research. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken. Maybe it means completely different thing. But Paimon is it's a like a demon-like king from Middle Eastern or Mesopotamian mythology. He has knowledge about secrets of dark arts, also known for reanimating the dead. So basically it's a kind of an entity, a mythological entity. Yeah, so this is satanic black metal with surprisingly for one-man band, the production is insanely high, I would say. So yeah, high value productions, crisp sound, fast barking vocals, and the music itself is very rocking, very energetic. You can bang your head to it. This is some of the bands like this. These bands you would enjoy live. It doesn't need a certain mood. Doesn't need to be in a private place with candles or some shit like that. This is definitely worth checking out live. A very rocking sound. So yeah, this is one of my favorite releases from this batch that I'm gonna show you. So yeah, this is Paimon, Abyss of the Ceremonial Blood, Polish black metal in its finest. 100 copies by DeathKvlt Productions. I think it's already sold out, but this definitely deserves a vinyl treatment, maybe a CD treatment. Basically, it deserves to be repressed on more formats and more copies to be available of this. Check it out. All right. Cheers. So, next we're going into a very interesting territory. I don't think I have spoken about this subgenre here, but yeah, let's continue. So, next up we have this. This is NKVD. So this is a compilation. It's called Focus, Totalitarian Industrial Oppression. So NKVD is a band from France, and of course, why I said we haven't touched this kind of subject here, because they play industrial black metal, established around 2005 in France. This is a 2020 repress of, as you can see here, the first part is Dictatura, which was 2007 EP, and Vlast, which was 2000, if I'm not mistaken, 2016. Oh no, 2011. Yeah, right, 2011 full-length album. So this is a compilation of both of this. 60 minutes in total of runtime. Very beautiful cover. As you can see here, it basically says what the band is about. Eagle, there's half swastika, half red star. So for those who are not familiar, what is NKVD? NKVD in term is a secret police in Soviet Union. Basically it was something similar to Gestapo in Nazi Germany, responsible for oppression, putting people to prison and stuff like that. Absolutely blindly following every order of I think it was Stalin or Beria, I don't remember exactly who invented, but of course Stalin. They were following orders of Stalin. Also, I forgot to mention that the Dictatura and Vlast are acronyms. Basically, they are written in Russian. So Dictatura means dictatorship and Vlast means power. So what can I say about this band? Like I said, it's 60 minutes. Absolute dense atmosphere, topics of dictatorship, militarism, abuse of power. The sound is very dense. There are samples inserted in the music with speeches of Adolf Hitler, I think Stalin, and I also think there are some terrorists there as well. So the whole theme is about the abuse of power and totalitarianism, dictatorship. Also, it not only talks about that, but it drives on themes such as, for example, there is a song here called Krasnaya Paranoia, which is, if you translate it into proper English, it means red paranoia. So it also talks about the paranoia and fear of the higher-ups, how they are constantly afraid that, you know, people will think too much or people will do too much and, you know, overthrow them. So this is the whole concept of the band NKVD. Very solid stuff, not an easy listen. Some ambient passages, industrial black metal passages are very heavy, very dense atmosphere. But the atmosphere, of course, suits perfectly well this album and the themes of the band. So yeah, this is NKVD from France, released on DeathKvlt Productions, limited to 100 copies. Also, Totalitarian Industrial Oppression, compilation of 2 albums, an EP and an album. If you're into industrial black metal, check it out. Be warned that this is some dense stuff. Oh, so cheers again, guys. Oh, already recording for 17 minutes and more stuff to come. I think we're gonna do this one. So this is the next one. Heathen Deity, the Damnation Tapes. As you can see, this is a big box. Very interesting package. 2 tapes inside. Basically holds like this. Nothing too special, but nevertheless interesting package. So yeah, let's talk about Heathen Deity. Most of you know that I like this band a lot. This is a band established in 1998 in UK. They came, basically they gained kind of a cult status in the underground, I think, in UK. They were playing from 1999 till 2004, I think, yeah. And then they disbanded, and then they came back again. Their most famous work, and the work that caught most people's ears and eyes, was Religious Purification Through Fire. It was a demo released in 2017 on DeathKvlt, and that demo was a fucking masterpiece. And now they're recording a new album, so this year we're gonna get a new album. So what does this include? These 2 tapes. You can pause and read it, but basically the first tape is a rehearsal from 24th April 2004. It was a rehearsal. They were rehearsing for a concert on a festival, and it was their last rehearsal for 12 years. And the second tape is of course the live gig at the festival, the Damnation Festival. It was their last gig, and their next gig will be only in 12 years. So yeah, it's a very interesting concept to release this too. So exactly the same tapes, so I'm gonna use only one to show you and to tell you basically what's on here. So for example, the first tape is the rehearsal one, right? So when I bought it, I expected the rehearsal to be like necro sounding, but I was very surprised when I turned this on. The sound was very crisp, very good. The quality is amazing. You can hear everything. But then when I got to the live concert, that's where you hear the necro dead sound Of course, the recording itself is very old, 2004. It still sounds good. You can like hear most of the concert. It's pretty good, but it's necro sounding, so be aware of that. For those who don't know, also Heathen Deity is I would describe them as satanic black metal band with very fantastic riffs. They're very catchy, very high-paced band, and of course they have very memorable songs like "God the Church," for example. It's a very cool band. This is I consider this to be a piece of English black metal history. The most underground parts of it, of course. So yeah, the Damnation Tapes, Heathen Deity. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was also released, the limitation was 100 copies. And I think it's also sold out. You can check DeathKvlt Bandcamp. I will leave, of course, all the links in the description below, including the bandcamps of the bands, if I'm able to find them. But yeah, this is some nice history. If you like rehearsals and demos and live underground concerts that were recorded a long time ago, this is definitely for you. And in general, if you like satanic black metal, this is for you. One of the best bands around. So yeah, Heathen Deity, check them out. Okay, so now we're moving forward. We're also gonna have a band from UK. Damn, this beer is good. So we're gonna have a band that is connected to the previous band. So this is Frosten with Sigils and Infernal Signs. So Frosten is connected to Heathen Deity in the way that it's a one-man band established, I think, around 2019 from the UK. This is considered to be 2020 EP, released on DeathKvlt Productions again, and limited to 100 and also sold out. So it's connected to Heathen Deity in the way that Azrael from that band is the main guy behind this project. A very talented musician, I can say that for sure. Very beautiful old school traditional layout, old school pictures. As you can see, a true English black metal. You can pause and read some information here. Let's take a look inside. A lot of lyrics and the logo. So yeah, he's a very talented musician. This is one of the most talented written releases that I ever heard. I think what caught my ear was that I could hear the bass very well. So yeah, it starts off with this instrumental intro, Under the Twilight Sky. And I'm not shitting you, this is the best intro I've ever heard in black metal, I think. It's basically it's a melody, but it's so good. The whole style of this project is, I would describe it as a revival of traditional old school black metal. It basically hails that era, somewhere around mid 90s to maybe early 2000s, and it absolutely catches it. This will get a repress on vinyl for sure, this I know. I think I've heard Azrael say that there will be a vinyl repress, and it feels like this will become basically a modern day classic, or it might become a forgotten gem, but this is definitely one of those cult albums. It's also worth noting that the whole concept and the whole music feels like a fan of any subgenre like if you're listening to lo-fi black metal, raw black metal, melodic black metal, symphonic black metal, you will enjoy this one. It's done in this way that it will satisfy all your needs, even if you are into harder, less harder stuff. So yeah, like I said, it's it feels like this album is gonna become a modern day classic, or an album that might revive old school sounding black metal. Of course, it doesn't need any revival, but you know what I mean. So yeah, this is Frosten from UK with Sigils and Infernal Signs, 2020 EP, limited to 100 copies, released on DeathKvlt Productions, and it is long gone. Alrighty. So we got one more tape. Let's do the tape again. One of the albums that I enjoyed the most out of this batch of tapes from DeathKvlt. This is a very interesting album. So the band is originally, this was Narzissus. As you can see that by the logo, it says Narzissus. This was released, and somewhere in between this and the next album or EP, the guy changed his name to Narzissus. So now he is Narzissus. I'm not sure why the change was made. And personally, this was an okay name. I don't know why it needed, but anyway. So again, as you can see, this is released by DeathKvlt, limited to 100 copies, sold out. The album, rather the EP, is called Act 1 Ville. Or Ville. I think Ville. Yeah, what I like about the cover is this one. The inside is absolutely fucking gorgeous. This medieval fantasy Dungeons and Dragons look, absolutely old school, absolutely amazing. So run by one guy. The guy is from Austria, and like I said, this is one of the releases I enjoyed the most. The sound feels very nihilistic, shouting like vocals, and those shouting like vocals are in German, and the music here are a perfect combination. They create like even further atmosphere of despair. Yet the most interesting fact is that even that atmosphere of nihilism and despair is created through the vocals and music. The music is a very upbeat. It's very fast, rapid, high speed. Sometimes I was tempted to say it feels like a bit punkish. There's no black and roll going on, but sometimes it feels punkish. It's like a perfect release for me. This is what I like about black metal the most. The riffs are repeating. They are not monotonous. They're pretty. Also upbeat and high speed riffs, so the whole concept is very catchy and intense. What else can I say? It absolutely feels like the guy is he knows what he's doing. He does it well. I want to get my hands on the second part of this because there's also Act 2. Very hateful black metal, very like I said, nihilistic. If you're a fan of this, plus add the speed and this German intense vocals. If you know what I mean, pick this up. This is not for a faint of hearted, but one of the top releases in 2020 by my own standards. Yeah, this is Narzissus now, Act 1 Ville. So yeah, very good stuff. So now, of course, we need to move into a bit of the controversial territory. Yeah, here we are. Vampyric Corridors, Dawn of the Vampiric Aryan Order. As you can see by the name, this is some controversial band with controversial lyrical themes and so on. So Vampyric Corridors are a band from unknown country. Why unknown? Because the project is considered to be international, because basically it's kind of speculated that the band members are from different countries and shit like that. So yeah, released on the infamous Darker Than Black records. You got some variation of Death Skull here, the Vampyric Death Skull, as you can see. Yeah, so international project. Established around 2018. Let's take a look at here. This is in honor. Yeah, you can read this. Basically the lyrics. Nice old school pictures, black and white. So international project. This is considered to be 2020 demo. Very strong black metal. When it starts, it feels like it's gonna be black and roll, but actually then the songs are getting longer and longer. Cold, icy riffs, and you can definitely hear. I would say this is like a worshipping of cold Norwegian black metal. Of the maybe early 2000s more than 90s, so it's got its own thing going on. Very good stuff. The most interesting thing that I found about this release was that there's like minimum on the riff parts, but the band spices things up by including a full-blown guitar solos in the middle of the songs. Like a real proper guitar solos. So very interesting release. Also, I always found it very interesting for bands to do this mixes of vampirism and NS into a record. You know, it kind of doesn't make sense for me. You know, you have vampirism and National Socialism. Somebody should do a in-depth documentary about this, how it all began and why. I'm guessing it's somehow connected maybe to elitism of the vampires, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, this is a very good release. So Vampyric Corridors, Dawn of the Vampiric Aryan Order. Okay guys, so we have one more left. It's been 33 minutes already. I can feel my throat is dry and hurting already for talking so much. Okay, so the last one. This is Geist, der Untergeist. Very interesting release. So first of all, let's start off by the band. The band is established in 2008, a one-man project if I'm not mistaken. The most interesting part about the band is that the band is hailing from Israel, as you can see, Jerusalem. Yeah. So this is a 2012 full-length release. So Geist in German means ghost. Der Ungeist means, if I'm not mistaken and if Google is correct, unspiritual. So this release starts off with a song that immediately blasts your ears into stratospace with some raw black metal. So immediately it feels like this is gonna be raw black metal. But then later on it turns into a more of a suicidal black metal. The vocals are howling. The atmosphere is depressive, yet in some cases the music is fast, also comes with this. So yeah, you can see the point. I mean, suicide here, suicide there. Yeah, dedicated to the memory of Alena Polanski. I don't know who that is. So yeah, feels like suicidal, but then at some parts, like on track 3, it feels like it's absolute bourdon worship. So it got this, it has this combination, you know, like from raw black metal, from early bourdon with howling vocals, and to its own thing when it does the suicidal, depressive black metal thing. So it's like a mix of 3 different subgenders. And it does it really, really well. This is not, again, it's not an easy listen. It lacks sometimes in dynamics, you know. And I would highly recommend to listen to this during winter or something like that. So yeah, this is like half of it is total bourdon worship. It definitely feels like so, but it does it very, very well. And from again, a band from Israel, which has a metal scene, but I don't think it has a very big black metal scene. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so this is Geist, their Untergeist, basically suicidal, depressive black metal with a lot of bourdon worship and elements of raw, fast black metal. There we fucking go. We did it. Damn. Cheers. Oh my god. Yeah, my throat even a little bit hurts. So yeah, 37 minutes almost. So this time, guys, I'm gonna definitely see you in February with a bit of a shorter update than this, because this took too long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will find something that you like. I'm sorry for the blooper that happened with the tape when it fell off the case. Yeah, so have a good weekend, have a good rest of the month. I'll see you in February. Stay fucking black metal.